Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to talk with you about 8 signs it's time to let go of your crush, a psychological perspective. We'll explore how crushes can feel so exhilarating, sparking excitement and curiosity, but also how they can become emotionally draining if the feelings are not mutual. Today, I'll walk you through key psychological signs that can help you recognize when it might be time to move on, not just for your heart, but for your mental health and self-esteem. So, let's get started and dive into understanding these important signals. So, one clear sign that someone isn't truly interested is if they rarely acknowledge you. If your crush consistently overlooks your presence, doesn't even realize when you're around, or forgets your name entirely, that's a strong indication of disinterest. It's important to remember that genuine attraction usually shows itself through attentiveness. People notice you, they remember details, and they seek to engage. If they're not doing that, it's a sign that their feelings might not be as strong as you hope. Clinging to hope in these situations can just lead to more disappointment, so it's crucial to read these signals carefully and consider what they really mean. So, one common pattern to watch out for is when they never initiate conversations. Healthy attraction really depends on reciprocity, meaning both people should be putting in effort equally. If you find yourself always starting the conversation, texting first, or trying to keep things alive, while they respond with short, polite replies, that's a red flag. It suggests an imbalance in interest. This imbalance can speak volumes about how they feel. When it's always one-sided, it can be draining emotionally. Over time, it can also start to undermine your self-worth because it feels like your effort isn't being reciprocated or appreciated. Remember, genuine attraction involves both people wanting to engage and show interest. If that's missing, it's a sign that the connection may not be as strong as you'd like it to be. Recognizing this pattern helps you protect your energy and maintain self-respect in the process. When someone cancels on you frequently, it's a clear pattern we should pay attention to. If they keep canceling with excuses like, something came up, it's often a sign that they don't prioritize you as much as you might hope. It's not just bad luck or busy schedules, it's about how much they value your time and your relationship. People who truly value you will make the effort to carve out time, even when life gets busy. Recognizing this early on can save you a lot of frustration down the line. It helps you avoid investing emotionally in false promises or empty commitments. This ties into the bigger picture of understanding your worth and setting healthy boundaries. You deserve to be around people who make you feel valued and respected. So, when patterns like these emerge, it's worth reassessing and focusing on those who genuinely make time for you. They take advantage of you. Often, crushes can inspire us to be generous, whether it's helping with homework, running errands, or just offering support. It feels good to be there for someone we care about. But here's the thing. If your kindness starts to become a tool for their convenience, and it's happening without genuine appreciation or interest in you, then you're being used. That's not healthy. It's important to recognize that this isn't true affection. Instead, it's exploitation. A healthy relationship should lift both people up and make each other feel valued. It shouldn't reduce one person to a service provider, constantly giving without receiving the same in return. You're becoming obsessed. That's a key point here. There's a thin line between just admiring someone and crossing into unhealthy obsession. If you find yourself constantly thinking about your crush, talking about them, or making your day revolve around them, that's a sign you might be slipping. Things like checking their social media obsessively, fantasizing about what could be, or even trying to engineer accidental encounters, those are all red flags. When you do these things, you're not just showing interest, you're becoming fixated. And that fixation can be harmful. It can start to chip away at your independence because your focus shifts away from your goals and your life. It can also distort your view of reality, making you see things through a skewed lens. Remember, healthy admiration enhances your life without taking over. But obsession, that's a different story. Keep your sense of balance and stay connected to your own growth and priorities. Sometimes, outsiders see what we might refuse to acknowledge ourselves. If you're friends, people who know you well and genuinely care about your well-being, are consistently advising you to move on, it's worth paying attention. Friends often have a way of sensing patterns of neglect, rejection, or hurt that we might rationalize or overlook because of infatuation or emotional attachment. Their perspective can be really valuable because they see things from a different angle. When multiple friends are urging you to let go, it's a sign that maybe there's something you're not fully recognizing or accepting about the situation. So it's important to listen to those who care about you. They want what's best for you, and sometimes that means encouraging you to move forward, even if it's difficult. Remember, friends often see the bigger picture, patterns that we might be too emotionally involved to notice. Overall, being open to their advice can help you make healthier choices and find a path toward healing and growth. Sometimes, you might notice that your crush is interested in someone else. That can be really tough to see, and honestly, it might hurt. But I want you to see this as a moment of clarity. When you see someone pursuing another person, it reminds us that attraction can't really be forced. It's natural, and it has to happen organically. Clinging to someone who isn't available emotionally can actually blind us from meeting people who are truly open to us. Remember, you deserve to be someone's first choice, not just a backup or a second option. This is all part of understanding what you truly want and need in a partner. It ties back to the bigger picture of building healthy, genuine connections, connections where you're valued and appreciated for who you are. So, the first and clearest boundary we should recognize is when someone is already in a relationship. This is a vital point because pursuing someone who is committed to another person doesn't just lead to frustration. It also compromises your integrity. It's important to understand that fantasizing about someone in a relationship might seem harmless at first, but feeding those feelings can actually lengthen your attachment. And the longer you cling to those fantasies, the deeper your emotional pain can become. Recognizing this boundary helps us stay true to ourselves and maintain healthy, respectful relationships with others. Now let's talk about the deeper lesson here, protecting your self-worth. Crushes should be lighthearted and fun, not something that damages your confidence. When attraction becomes one-sided, it can really chip away at your self-esteem, delay your healing process, and even block you from opening your heart to healthier opportunities. Letting go of a crush isn't a sign of failure. In fact, it's an act of self-respect. It's about recognizing that your time, your energy, and your emotions are too valuable to spend on someone who doesn't see or appreciate you the way you deserve. Having the courage to release that crush creates space for new connections, deeper relationships, and most importantly, a healthier relationship with yourself. And here's a key takeaway. If your crush rarely reciprocates, avoids effort, or makes you feel invisible, that's not love. It's attachment. Choosing to walk away isn't about giving up. It's about recognizing your worth and understanding that you deserve something real. So remember, protect your self-worth and don't settle for less than you truly deserve.